Last summer, my friend's girlfriend broke up with him, and it was rather devastating for him, especially since that was pretty much the first breakup that he's ever been through in his entire life. And so now that it's been even a little bit more than 6 months, he's still having a hard time getting over it and moving past it. And so we were talking about it, just as we have several times before, and the subject essentially was, how do you stay positive in times like this? Where is the silver lining when it seems like one moment in life you can have everything you want, you can be really happy and hopeful, and then the next moment you can just lose all of that and fall flat on your face. And then the memory of that just keeps coming back to haunt you. And so I myself, having been through many setbacks and failures in life, had a lot of insight to offer in that conversation. So I want to share some of those insights with you in case you're experiencing something similar. So whenever you encounter a setback, before you can start building yourself back up, it's important to give yourself permission to feel whatever negative emotions come with that experience. Instead of telling yourself every time you feel that it's not okay to feel that way, at least in the beginning. It's very difficult to do that. Because if you say that it's not okay, then it's going to just add to the overall burden of everything else you've got going on. Now, I'm not saying involve other people because now you're asking something of them, so don't feel like you have to call people and ask them for help. I'm encouraging you instead to work on that by yourself. So just take a deep breath, take 1 or 2 days, sit in your room by yourself, think about it, let it sink in, let it run its course, and then you can focus on building yourself up from there. And now that you've had sort of that temporary grieving period, now you can focus on staying positive. And there are a number of things you can do to achieve that. The first of which is to look for the silver lining in whatever happened. And that's always easier said than done because it's not going to just immediately make itself obvious to you. Instead, you have to put some conscious effort into defining what that means for you. It could be the fact that you need to appreciate what you do have as a result of not getting what you wanted. So, for example, I frequently regret having gotten out of the Army when I did, and I feel like I should have stayed in it a little bit longer. But then I realized that if I had done that, I would probably be stationed in the middle of nowhere right now, possibly even on a field exercise, and I wouldn't be out here on this beautiful sunny day filming a YouTube video, living in the DC area, having all these other great things going for me. It could also be the fact that you had the courage to at least try whatever it is you were going after before you failed. Most people don't even have the courage to try. So you have at least proven to yourself that you have what it takes, you've proven to yourself what you're made of, and that you can at least get as far as you did. And if nothing else, you can think of it as sort of this battle scar, so to speak, that indicates that your life has not been easy, and you haven't just been handed everything that you wanted. As a matter of fact, it's the exact opposite. Your life has been difficult. You've been through some painful experiences that now give you some wisdom that you can offer to the people that look up to you, and that gives you interesting stories to tell. The next thing you can do to stay positive, I'd say can be summarized in a few words, which is just to encourage yourself. Say positive things to yourself and channel that negative energy into positive energy. And say something like, you know what? This sucks, but it's me versus the world now, and I'm going to win. I'm going to keep fighting, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to be okay. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I know that it will. And it's only when you start to believe that something's possible that it becomes possible, that you start taking small steps towards achieving it, and you have a non-0% chance of it actually happening, or a greater than 0% chance of it happening. But if you believe it's impossible, then you're just never going to try in the first place. And it's 100% guaranteed that it's never going to happen. And the last bit of advice here is to have other stuff going on in your life to look forward to and get excited about. Because when you do that, not only does it help you take your focus off of the negative things, but it also makes your life about something positive instead of it being centered upon this one thing that sets you back. So in my case, for example, filming YouTube videos is a great positive thing in my life for me to look forward to. I get excited about getting out of the house, and I get excited about where it's going to take me in the future. I want to grow my subscriber base. I want to possibly even go to YouTube conventions in the future, meet new people and interview them, etc. So set some goals for yourself, find some hobbies that you enjoy that you're going to get excited about so you can take your mind off of the negative and stop fixating on those things. So as a parting thought, you don't want to waste your life just having a negative attitude all the time, because you're going to wake up one day and realize that you pretty much just led a miserable life. And to top it all off, nobody's going to want to be your friend because nobody wants to hang out with somebody that's just a negative Nancy all the time. So do what you can to stay positive, and just remember, take it in stride and enjoy the ride. It's just all part of life, so just have fun with it. So with that, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.